home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and close to a full house here as fans are eagerly anticipating this clash we have in store. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off, as we'll see the Texas State Bobcats and the Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Monarchs offense will get the first possession of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, that just the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Bobcats offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure. Look. They get him at the 15. And the field goal unit is on the field. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. On the run, it's Young. Runs through a tackle. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Monarchs want to move quickly. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alston. Still on his feet at the 45. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Going to the run, it's Young. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to into the house. Touchdown, ODU.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play on second down, knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
The Bobcats will call on their punt team.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Texas State, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Texas State. A great catch and run for 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
He'll pull it on the read. Keeps the legs moving. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Bully ball on 3rd and short. At the 45 on its way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off-play action on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Makes a connection. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Monarchs!
Touchdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio. Anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Back to pass, it's McLeod. Extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The give to the left side. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas State. On to attempt the try.
Number 10 in the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21, Texas State, 17.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Monarchs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Anderson. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
Can anyone catch him? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, ODU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his own 20. And the returner will be brought down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff to the lone back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Blasted as he lets it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Almost certainly time for just one more play, so why not give it a go on 4th down? They're trying to get nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense, and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense...
The ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They'll give it to the back. Pulls his way forward. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Bobcats have pushed it inside the 20. They're going to ride this running back. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Touchdown.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. They'll try to run it in. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The play-action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's McLeod. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now they'll run the draw. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he reels it in inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Also 6 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Quick spin on the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Field goal is good. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's McLeod. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and
That is
on 3rd down. The Bobcats will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Alston. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. They want to get this defense on its heels. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Young. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And this defense is... because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
Touchdown, Bobcats! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 36, set to advance on the football.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Monarchs moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top here late in the game. What a snag by the defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburner's coming. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On second down, he's looking downfield. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going up top on first down. With the catch, it's Alston.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads it left. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Monarchs will hustle to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. Brings up second.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've